ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
Hello. How y'all doing? You missed this face? I'm wondering if y'all missed this face. Because I missed y'all. It's been a minute. Been working a lot, been doing my thing. But, I've been getting it in. It's your boy. Go on see Spaceship Awaits Incredible. Back with another edition of In This Corner. Raw Wrestling Recap for July 21st. Is it July 21st? I hope I put the right date. It is July 21st. Pro Wrestling with a Kick. Just got done watching Monday Night Raw. And the return of Roman Reigns. It's been a long time since we've seen him do a promo. WrestleMania, so March, April-ish. And at that time, he was dealing with Seth and Punk. He's still dealing with Paul Heyman right now. Seth is hurt. Was happy to see him. Roman, even when he came back, right? Even when he came back, he was more of a tweener. I felt like he wasn't really in a face role. Tonight, he acknowledged the crowd, acknowledging him. He was funny. I think they set up the Bronson and Braun match versus him and Jay, which was awesome. It was a lot of matches tonight, man. Like setting up SummerSlam. Raw with this 2.5, 2 3/4 wrestling is providing a lot of entertainment, and it's making it seems like Raw has more wrestling than the PLEs damn near. I think Triple H is finding his happy medium if TKO can stay out the fucking way. But I liked what he said. I like the tension that they're having with him and Braun Breaker. I think that's where they're going to go more than him and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed may be fodder. I think, with Bronson Reed, he may be the weak link right now. But I see that, they got to bring Braun Breaker on first. And they foreshadowed a lot of shit. They foreshadowed Paul Heyman turning on Braun Breaker eventually. They foreshadowed Braun Breaker becoming a face. They foreshadowed Braun Breaker becoming the face of the company tonight. They foreshadowed a Roman Reigns Braun Breaker feud tonight. So a lot of things happen in that, and Roman not even paying Braun Breaker attention was hilarious. That was probably the highlight of the show or the segment for me. It was very good. I'm not going to take up too much time. I do want to say, right, I always like to reflect on the groups I'm in, the wrestling things I'm in, and the things I see, the dirt sheets and the critics and the naysayers and people saying, wrestling is this, and I hate this, and the SummerSlam card. I like the SummerSlam card. I am just not a wrestling pessimist. I'm not. I think they make do with what they have. Everybody can't get on the card, which is perfectly fucking fine. Yes, I would love to see more black wrestlers because I'm a black person. But I want to see good wrestling. If there's not enough black people that are wrestling at a high level, then no. I watched Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown. He's okay. He's not there yet. Who would he wrestle on the main card on a SummerSlam that is believable that he's going to win a title? He ain't built himself up yet. Right? So You know, I like SummerSlam. I think some of the matches are weird, like the Lyra Becky, no countouts, no disqualification. We didn't need that. We don't need the shit with Bayley right now. Like, I understand keeping that up, but Bayley should be focusing on feuding with Becky eventually, not Lyra. And I think tonight's match geared us towards another Bayley Lyra feud more than a Becky Bayley feud. I want to see Becky Bayley next. Lyra can turn heel and face Stephanie or Iyo or somebody. She can go after Chelsea if they want to keep her face. Naomi even. But a Roxanne. But I don't want to see her face Bayley. I don't want to see a Lyra Bayley feud. We started the show with CM Punk and Gunther, and I'm just so happy that Gunther has a challenger where you don't think he's going to necessarily win. I like the fact that he's battling somebody that he can't just talk down to. I like the fact that he has somebody who is challenging him. I wasn't really sure about this because CM Punk already fought Cena, Night of Champions. So for him to backdoor that and get another title shot, I was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure about this. But he tells Gunther that he's the best in the world. Gunther comes out. Gunther spits a little venom with him and says, that's all you got, bro. Like, they can chant for you for the rest of your life, but you're going to lose at SummerSlam. They can do all that. And he didn't stand in there and want to fight. And then he said what I said, and he left the ring. And I think that was good enough tension. They talked about they didn't have enough time to really make this feud stand, which gives me the indication that this feud may last a little longer than SummerSlam, which it needs to. One thing about WWE, they have to find a happy medium with these PLEs being so quick, right? With these PLEs being so quick, they need to make sure that they're keeping the feuds fresh. And I think they do that a lot with not having every title. But there are some titles, like the tag team titles, the Women's United States title, the men's Intercontinental title, that they need to make sure that are getting the matches they need. What up, Mary? How you feeling, girl? So then you had the Stephanie and Naomi segment after that. Naomi is so messy. She is really getting into her character, which ended up leading to Iyo and Stephanie fighting tonight. And this was a hit of Stephanie turning heel. Like, she was like, Iyo had your ass whooped. And so later on in the night, Stephanie went to Iyo, and Iyo ain't no punk. Iyo was like, well, we in Houston. What's up with it? Which I knew it was going to be a no contest, right? I knew it was going to be a no contest because they weren't going to let Stephanie lose. They weren't going to let Iyo lose. But, it was a great match, and we'll talk about that match a little bit later. How did you think about Raw? Make sure you give me your comment. You had your Rusev, Sheamus II, and they hyped up how Sheamus had never beat Rusev. Hard-hitting match again. They actually said Del Rio's name in the League of Nations during the match. Rusev tried to take off the ring ropes again. Hey, Crystal, baby, how are you, my love? How was your weekend? And then he tried to grab the shillelagh. It didn't work. And Sheamus ended up winning the match. So they're tied 1-1. I could see them on the Go Home show next week or Clash in Paris finishing up that feud. But that was a hard-hitting match. I liked the match. That match is just a placeholder. I want to see what happens next with Rusev, who he's going to face. Sheamus has his place. But what's going to happen with Rusev? With Rusev coming back, Andrade's in the tag championship match. Aleister Black is facing Damian Priest. What's going to happen with Rusev? Right now, he's facing Sheamus. He's getting his time on Raw. But when will he get his time on a PLE? When will he get his time to be highlighted? When will he get his time to be in the championship? So I want to see that. Then you had El Grande Ludwig and Dragon Lee segment. That bled into the triple threat match. What happened to the War Raiders? They originally was talking to the New Day about getting a title match. You had LWO, New Day, American Made. Then you had El Grande come out there try to help American Made. Dragon Lee came out there. LWO ended up winning, which was a shocker. I did not think LWO was going to win, which led to New Day complaining. But not mad about it. It's going to give the Judgment Day another win. What up? So appreciate it. I think I made a post. If not, thank you so much. I did get my first gift. Hey, y'all, my Amazon wish list is on my page. If you want me to personally send it to you, hit me up. We start school on Thursday. My summer's over. I've been doing this movie, and now my summer's over. I go back to work Thursday. So I got a wish list out. If you want to help with the wish list, pick up 1 or 2 things for your favorite teacher. Get something. So thank you so much for that, Original Soul, for copping something for me, bro. And New Day was just like they're in a parallel universe, and they're so funny. And then finally, Grayson Waller says that Austin Theory's hurt, and he calls himself Big G. Not Big E, but he calls him Big G. Another part that was funny, AJ Styles stalking Dom. He started at the beginning of the show. He was the chaperone and took the keys. Then he was the janitor. And then he was there when Dom went to medical. And so that actually has been signed as well for SummerSlam. Dominic Mysterio will battle AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. And that's another thing. Like a lot of these matches, we really don't know who's going to win. And I like that about wrestling. I like that about where WWE is. There was a time where we knew who was going to win all the matches. A lot of these matches we may know, or we may think we know, but now we really don't know who's going to win these matches and what direction they're going to go in, because they have so many directions. You had your Becky promo, and then Lyra comes out, and that's when they mentioned the street fight rules, which that's what no DQ, no countouts is, right? The street fight rule, the same thing as Cody and Cena. So I'm like, why are they doing 2 street fight rule matches? Doesn't make sense. I'd have did something like a submission match. You know what I'm saying? An Iron Woman match. I'd have did an Iron Woman match. If you want to do that, that would have been better than no disqualification, no countouts. Bayley comes out. The tag match is on. Oh yeah, Lyra gives Becky a manhandle slam. Now the tag team match was a great match, and by this time I think we've already had 3 matches. I love Raquel and Roxanne's intro. That was pretty fucking dope. And that made me also think they may not lose at SummerSlam because of the presentation that they had. AJ Styles comes out. Then Becky comes out. Becky, what does it say? I don't even know. Oh, Bayley has no one to tag. So Becky comes out. She hits Lyra, hides under the ring. Bayley has no one to tag. That's why I said they're keeping that part going, which is so weird to me. Because Bayley's going to blame Lyra. She's not going to blame Becky. Bayley hits a Bayley on Roxanne, but Raquel comes back, hits a title bomb. They keep the titles. So that's going to keep that feud going. The champs, Raquel and Roxanne is going to face Charlotte and Alexa at SummerSlam. Then you had your Sammy interview, Dom and Judgment Day. So that's when Dom goes to medical. Sammy versus Karrion Kross. You had a lot of "Let's go Sammy," "Let's go Karrion," "Let's go Kross" chants. So Kross is getting steam. I am happy Karrion Kross did win. It was a pretty good match. Kross hits him with the pipe to the ribs, and he wins the match. So I'm happy. I would have probably some kind of way in this had Karrion Kross turn face. And in the process of that, now Rusev has somebody else to battle. A Rusev Karrion Kross match later on down the line, I think could have did both of them well. Right? Because like I say, who are they going to face next? Is Karrion Kross going to face Sheamus? Because you don't have too many wrestlers for them to face. Is Karrion Kross going to face Jey Uso? LA Knight? Where are they going to go after this? LA Knight wasn't even on the show tonight, was he? He wasn't even on the show tonight. Is he going to be back on SmackDown on Friday? Is he not going to be on SummerSlam? What's going on with LA Knight? So once they are at medical, they said the medical guy or the doctor said he still has some more stuff to do. Dom runs out, slams AJ. AJ falls. Dom says he'll see him at SummerSlam. Then you had the Iyo versus Stephanie match, which it was what we thought it was going to be. Amazing. Stephanie hit a knee while Iyo was outside the ring. Iyo just showed why she's the genie of the sky. The Devil's Kiss. Men love the Devil's Kiss. Does nothing for me. It's cool. When I see it, I'm like, her knee's going to be shot in a couple of years trying to do that shit. She's going to have to stop that shit. Of course, the Secret Harvest comes out. The whole time I'm thinking, once again, it's not going to be a clean finish. Knew it wasn't going to be a clean finish. Secret Harvest comes out. Chelsea comes out, hits Stephanie. Then they clear the ring. Here comes Naomi. Then after Naomi, hold on, y'all. What? Dude, I'm on air. Sorry, y'all. Bye. I'm sorry, y'all. If you see me on air, don't do that. And I'm like, where's Rhea? Where's Rhea? Before I can even finish typing or writing, where's Rhea? Here's Rhea. They get jumped. They get beat up. And then eventually Chelsea gets a riptide. Rhea, Stephanie, and Iyo's in the ring together. And Rhea's never beat Iyo. Stephanie and Iyo's never beat me. They don't have a clean finish. So all these women are in the ring. And I could see next week maybe a 4-on-4 match, and then they bring Nikki Bella out. But they're going to have to do something to get Stephanie on. And what I'm seeing is Stephanie's probably not going to make SummerSlam. Probably not going to make SummerSlam. Pre-show match. SmackDown before SummerSlam. Stephanie versus Chelsea is cool, but whatever. Right? And so then you have the final segment of the night. You have Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Brian Breaker come out. Before Paul Heyman could really talk too much, here comes Roman. And, of course, we have Roman, and what do you call him, the dumbass? He's not the wise man anymore. He's the dumbass. He made him family. And he brought up, Roman brought up, this is family. He's the tribal chief because the people still says he's the tribal chief. And Brian Breaker talked. And Brian Breaker was stupid, right? Because he made a comment like, he's not going to do me like he did you because I'm the future. Yes, he will. He did it to Brock Lesnar. He did it to CM Punk. He did it to Roman Reigns. He did it to Brock Lesnar twice. He did it to CM Punk. He did it to Roman Reigns. He's going to do it to Seth Rollins. He's going to do it to you, sir. That's what Paul Heyman does. You're cooked. Once you get in bed with Paul Heyman, you have a shelf life, sir. You have a shelf life. So Roman was like, I didn't hear nothing you said. He said, was your mic on? Because I didn't hear you. Here, use mine. Throw him his mic, Superman punch, beats up Bronson Reed. Then, he catches a spear. Then Jey Uso comes out, which Jey Uso takes a little bit longer. It's still a little different for me seeing Jey Uso come to the ring, through the ring, and through the ramp or the aisleway. And they're setting up that tag match. So they're still setting up stuff. They'll probably announce that for SmackDown. But we had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches tonight. Had some good, strong promos. I'm going to give this show 3.5 ships. I think this was a good pre-ultimate show before SummerSlam. Remember, we're doing a SummerSlam watch party. It's $15. Your boy Spaceship is cooking gumbo. So if you want to come to the party, make sure you shoot me the Cash App. Hit me up. I'll shoot you the address. I got to still see what time SummerSlam going to start. So we'll probably start this party about 5:30-ish. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all so much, man. Tell me your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. I'm about to get up out of here, man. We about to have a little fun. Sorry about that, man. He came up here asking for his VR. Don't be asking for your VR while you know I'm live on air. You know what I'm saying? You could have asked me for that before I got on air, bro. No, so now guess what you're not going to do tonight? Play your VR, because you know what it is. We supposed to be watching something on TV anyway. We supposed to be doing a movie. That's why I'm trying to hurry up and get up off of there. So we supposed to be watching a movie. So you trying to trick me. You see what I'm saying? Nah, man, y'all know what it is. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Always. It's incredible. We might see you tomorrow. We'll see if J-Rock will do the review show since we didn't do it yesterday. If not, we're going to check y'all this Thursday for DY Not Radio Thursday Night House Party. And if not, peace.
But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. But he ain't listen to me. 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 Try.